part 2 of this SEMA build. We got the whole lift kit all finished up. Devin had an early start, got the shocks mounted. If you guys missed the last episode, we were almost done. Didn't have the shocks, didn't have the sway bar end links, a few other stuff. Now, Devin had 20-ish rock lights, and now we're replacing about 20 of those rock lights. This is a lot of wires to tie together.
But don't let it fool you. It's not like the RGB wires where you're gonna have a bird's nest.
Are we gonna make it look nice?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek of what Alex has done so far back here. I'm gonna need some light. Where is this? Oh yeah. So far, he did something with ABS wires, made them
Minimal, just because they usually...
Yeah, he did something. I don't know what he did.
They usually go from right here and drop straight down into this little clamp right here. Same for this side. It hooks in right here, straight down. But like the new 2020 and ups, it's one big harness that runs right here. So that's what I did. I cut the plugs, made it longer, and now they run up. Instead of having 3 drop downs, you got 1.
Not only that, he put this really fancy wire loom that matches this truck build perfectly. So we don't have just black and red wires all over the truck like you normally see. We don't like seeing wires. We like seeing wire looms because, I mean, 1, that'll protect the wires, and 2, it just makes it look neater too. So got everything loomed up right here. And it's ran up right there. The way we have it mounted is just self-tappers. I mean, some people like to use magnets, in which we thought about it, but
I ain't taking it off.
Yeah, since these are going to be more permanent, self-tappers work, and they were drilled in from the last rock lights anyway. We just upgraded to these bigger ones, the 24 LED ones, which, in my opinion, they're brighter than the 36 LED ones and the 48 LED ones, and it's really compact. So to me, I'd rather put maybe 2 of these than one giant 108.
Like the 108s, I bought 4 of them just to see how they were. I would never put those in my wheel well liners.
Yeah, you got light bars under your...
It's a little pod light, like the reverse cubes. Might as well mount those in your...
Exactly. I know a couple of people who have. Wait, but they're just so bulky, I wouldn't want to put them. That's why we stick to these, because they're brighter, in my opinion, and they look good. And Alex also put some fancy LED strips right here with custom-made brackets. I mean, this truck's gonna be bright. Maybe not as bright as Alex's truck, but it'll compete.
It would.
And then got these high-intensity quad row wheel lights, which also will blind the crap out of people. We have all these wires. We'll show you guys how Alex is gonna neatly wire them. Alex is he's very picky about his wiring, so you're not gonna see wires, you're not gonna see bird's nest. It's gonna be a clean install.
Yep, because all those other SEMA trucks, you see, oh, they're bad. This one won't be on truck rice for wiring.
See, and yeah, for wiring. For other things, yeah, it might be on truck rice. The owner might be on truck rice.
The owner, yes.
No, but the thing about Alex's wiring job is that we did go to SEMA 2 years ago where Matt took his truck and they had a special. Optima Batteries had a special where you got free 2 new batteries, or free batteries. Diesel's trucks have 2 batteries, so Matt ended up getting 2 free batteries. Oh, Alex's gasser has 2 batteries too, so I'm guessing they would have given him 2 batteries. But you just, like, basically it was just like an exchange. You give them your old batteries and they gave you new Optima batteries. But the guys there actually really complimented Matt, and Stan, about the wiring job under the hood, because most of these SEMA trucks, they want to make the outside look good. So all the wires just get thrown into the engine bay, and it's like a life support in there. I mean, it's I mean, like, wires everywhere. So they were actually really impressed that all the wires were ran neatly and not just thrown in there. So
I'm not a A lot of people are out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
Ain't me. I noticed there.
Exactly. Which is less fire hazard, because I mean, some of those trucks at SEMA, I'm not sure like how they made it there without catching on fire.
I mean,
'cause
I saw some of them had to get towed from the spot they were sitting at the end of the week.
that's true. So, not this one.
No, this one, it could make the drive there if my build manager would let me.
That's true. But it's gonna get towed there. Because I mean, you do all the powder coating and paint matching. You really don't want to drive it and risk getting rock chips and, you know, hitting something on the road.
Yeah.
So
Somebody running into you.
yeah, exactly. But we'll show you guys exactly how to wire rock lights and make it look neat, because there are a lot of people who have questions about how to run wires, how to run rock lights, and how to wire everything. Step one is mount your rock lights.
Step one, you gotta buy them.
Yeah, you gotta buy them. You gotta head over to JW Motorsports Co. and buy these rock lights, and they're just standard. Like, they're not plug and play. I may in the future get a plug and play box. So for those people that don't want to make it all custom, you could just run a control box under the engine bay and do it that way. But right now we do everything custom. So when you buy these rock lights, it's gonna have black wire and red wire, obviously positive and negative, and you just gotta figure out a way to supply power to them. So once we get all these wires ran, I'll get Alex to explain to you guys more about it. All right, let's give everybody a little progress report. So we have these non-binary plugs, this one right here, and then this non-binary plug right here. So what that does is, yeah, so these wheel lights, these wheel wells have rock lights in them, in which Alex likes to use these plugs so that way, in case you have to remove the wheel wells, you don't have to cut any wires. You just undo the plugs and you can simply remove this. This actually comes in really handy for passenger side for a lot of these trucks, because you would normally have a fuel filter right there and you have to remove the liner on the passenger side to get to the fuel filter, in which this truck does not, because it got deleted after
Spark plugs.
spark plugs. That's true. Yeah. So you have that on both sides. But I mean, honestly, the way Alex does it is plugs for every liner, so that way if the liner ever gets removed, you just unplug it instead of cutting the wires. So yeah, this truck CP3 swapped. It has a lift pump, so once they did the CP3 conversion, they got rid of the factory fuel filter. And if you have a lift pump, you don't really need the stock fuel filter. I do sell AirDog on the website, so if you need a lift pump, head over to JW Motorsports Co. and you can get your lift pump there. But this liner is already in with the plugs, but you can see where we run all the wires along the factory wires. Very, very neat. Right there, wire loomed. So if you just looked at it, you couldn't really tell that it's for rock lights. Strips right here. And now finishing up the front. And that's it, right? Should be able to power it up. Dang, still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a lot of rock lights, especially just in the front. All right, what's your plan for the front?
So, whenever, of course, off your main power source, your relay, you're gonna have one lead coming off. But what I usually always do is, say the thing I did on this side, relays on this side, power will go all the way back across. It's a full circle, because if you terminate at the end without completing the circle, with this many lights, you're gonna have like voltage drop. So the very end will be dim
Right.
compared to the beginning. So I just make a big circle, But what I think I'm gonna do for this one is these two. These two will go up to those liners and plug in, and you'll have one big wire that goes across to finish the circle.
Okay, so it doesn't hurt to have a full circuit, all
helps.
the way around. About 20 minutes later, we got everything cleaned up. All the wires from here ran across there. From here, ran across there. As you can see, wire loom zip tied to the factory harness. Alright, so what are we showing off right here? Everything. Just look at that. Everything looks factory. That wire loom. I mean, you wouldn't believe that that's aftermarket. Everything that's ran right there.
Oh, Devin, can you give me some of the small zip ties?
Ran up, and that is for that plug, that non-binary plug right there, is for the passenger side wheel well, which plugs into, huh?
Can you see it?
Yeah, which gets plugged into this non-binary plug. Yeah, all this right there looks neat. Oh, there's a PA system right there. That's neat. I like that.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see it. like that looks like it belongs there.
Yeah.
It's pretty legit. Oh yeah. And then Alex is finishing up this side. So I'll show you guys what he's up to.
I think I gotta make this ABS wire longer
So you need to?
because it'll end right there. And there's the plug.
Ah.
Most people would be like, oh, we got it. But I'm not doing that.
They don't come with like extensions or?
Nope. I think it would, but the side over there I was able to unclip the little grommets from the frame and reroute it.
Yeah. Not this side. If you missed the last episode, I highly recommend you go check it out. But that guy. That was what was on Devin's truck, which is pretty much like the same color scheme as that lift. And he only had it. Yeah, he just got it done like a couple months ago. He really wasn't planning on putting another lift for SEMA. It was gonna be like smaller off-road look, but couldn't resist that 8 to 10 inch CST lift. But I mean, you got a lot more stuff powder coated this time.
Oh yeah, I mean, 'cause I didn't do anything in grease the last time.
And then these are the wheels. These are actually SEMA wheels.
They are SEMA wheels.
They went to SEMA 2022, I believe. These were brand new. These are the, I want to say the Punisher. Hostile Punisher. But these were brand new in 2022, and they were on Matt's truck. And he debuted it for Hostile at SEMA. And now, they're on Devin's truck until Devin gets his SEMA wheels. Needed to run these for the rest of the year until SEMA, because he won't get his SEMA wheels until like right before SEMA.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Can you make this longer for me?
Do what?
Show the camera that you're doing work and make that longer for me, please.
I can't show people that I do work. Make it longer. Like, does it have a length?
Just, I mean, it's going to be only like that long.
Alright.
But just that red and black 20 gauge is down there.
All right, Devin. Show people that I actually do some work.
All right.
I think one's gray and one's gray with a white stripe, so just remember which one would.
Yeah, remember. If we can just get that man right there to come to Vegas to go to SEMA,
I ain't worthy.
you ain't worthy. I think the thing that I'm most impressed about this whole lift is the steering. I mean, it goes from this over here, factory, to
Aftermarket.
that right there. Get a little bit better from the side. I mean, look at that. I'm talking about boosted launches all day.
Look at it. Just look at
Just look at it. Just look at these.
It is cool because
I mean, that is just, that's the coolest thing in my opinion of the whole lift.
I don't think there's another kit company that offers you beefier front end with the lift kit.
Pretty sure. I think bulletproof drops the whole column.
Yeah, but bulletproof is ugly as crap. Bulletproof is tacky and I hate them.
Bulletproof, if you're listening, I'll run it.
Oh, that feels good. It is cold as all get out in here. You know how to use that?
This hammer?
Yeah.
I've used this hammer a couple times.
Okay. Alright, so when we plug it in and my truck starts to hop, when we put it on the ground and turn it on.
I blame Alex.
Oh, you're gonna blame Alex?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably something to do with the rock lights.
And I need 2 reds.
2 reds?
They're more like pink, I think, right? These look like...
colorblind and doesn't know his numbers.
No, it's colorblind and... It's colorblind and can't read good.
Oh, can't read good, but you know your numbers?
I know my numbers.
So basically, the power source on the battery. So these are the wires that came from the passenger side, correct? Yeah, all those. And then all of this on this side is the driver's side.
I just don't remember which one came from which relay.
Now that is called a male plug.
I know, I'm looking for the female, I ain't seen her.
It's been a while, huh?
Oh, here it is way up there.
There she is.
Oh, you recording me the whole time?
Yeah. There you go. Nope, that is not how the liner goes. You still need those screws? They're on the other side.
No, they're right there.
Last minute adjustments. Got to tighten up all the leaf springs. Tighten up the bolts on the leaf springs with the weight on the truck so you don't mess up the bushings, right? Is that how you mess up the bushings the first time? So you live and learn. Same with the upper control arm bushings and the lower control arm bushings, in which I don't remember if we did that, Devin. I think we tightened everything up.
Yeah, I probably did that right.
And then dropped it. But here she is, sitting on 8 to 10 inch CST lift, 2414 Hostile wheels with 38 inch amp tires. Still gotta adjust the toe on both wheels.
Alright, lift it up a little bit and adjust the toe.
I would have to put it front. I said it's good.
Adjusting the toe.
This one needs to go back out a little bit.
That one?
This one's pretty even.
You just want to see how it sits?
It's like it's gonna toe in some.
How do we adjust the camber right
Drop it
now?
down, see?
Can we adjust the camber?
I wouldn't worry about that.
So most of the times when you put a lift kit, you put spacers in the rear, like 2-inch spacers, because the front track width is already wider, and then on top of that, it pushes it out about 1 inch to 2 inch.
Alright, what we looking at?
It's coming in, but it still need a little bit more to go. So with CST, your track width will stay the same, which is good to know. Oh yeah, that's better. A little ka-chow-ish, but better. Yeah. Dang.
This is broader than mine.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. The 38 is like fucking tiny.
This is a big truck. I think your clear 40 is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's the width.
God, dude, that is so.
14 wide look narrow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because there's no track width change.
And even then.
It's sitting pretty high, but all that's gonna settle.
You're on the bump stop?
Yeah. But it'll settle.
Oh, yeah.
It'll settle about an
So you might need to
half
turn the keys
inch.
down a little bit, because you were up in the front an inch.
Yeah.
So you need to turn the keys down before we get a line though.
Dude, that's bright. Like, it's really lighting up your powder coat, which is the whole point.
Super good.
Dang.
Oh yeah, look at that. That is awesome.
Dude, that cross member is like, there's no dark spots.
No.
Just inside where the drive shaft, the CV axles are. I was thinking about putting some lights in there, but we didn't have them.
Dang,
Like where
man.
the CST diff drop is.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Remember, I mounted some. You could probably mount one right here. That shines right there.
Oh, so you got rock lights in there for yours?
Yeah, I mounted mine on the bottom of my control arm pocket,
Jeez.
but that's different style.
That CST's lit up too.
Did you tighten this one down?
Yeah.
Wow. And if you wanted to light up the back of the cradle too. Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's really no shadows.
Look at this back axle.
Oh, it's so bright back here.
Wow, that looks amazing.
This truck's brighter than Stan's old truck. And Stan's old truck had a lot of rock lights too.
Oh no.
Took you like 12 hours, right? All night?
Oh, it was 2 or 3 nights I sat in the driveway all night.
GMC emblem available at JW Motorsports Co. What's it like driving a big giant truck?
Man, it's my first time. It's just woo.
Looks good.
Hell yeah, it does. It looks hella good.
This is just phase one. Many more phases to come.
Many more. I feel like this is the hardest phase though.
No, I don't think so. Well, one of the hardest. There's a lot of other small little steps that's gonna be a pain in the butt. So if you guys didn't already know, this truck is going to SEMA. So it's February right now, and we got it all lifted. And there's a lot of other minor stuff that we gotta do. So make sure to hit the subscribe button. We still gotta do the paint match, bumpers, the wheels and tires will come again later in the year for SEMA. And we're probably gonna do some headlights, tail lights, star lights. There's just a lot of, I would say, minor stuff that's gonna be done to this truck, and we're documenting every single thing. So yeah, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and I will make a playlist so that way you guys can binge watch if this is like, if you guys want to watch the whole build series.